So hi and welcome everyone to this wonderful session tonight. This is all about oils and gems or stones or crystals, for whatever you'd like to call it. I usually refer to them as crystals. So you're going to learn a lot and we're going to have some fun times together here tonight. Some of you might say, what is the big deal? It is just stones. But are they really? Well, you're going to find out more during this session today. Let's see. So the sounds are off here. Hopefully that's all going well. Okay. So I'm Karin Hagberg and I help people transform their wellness. And one of the things that I'm really passionate about, it is crystals, stones, gems, whatever you call it, and essential oils. I absolutely love it. I've got heaps around me. I use them daily. I think they're really pretty. I'm drawn towards them as much as I'm drawn towards essential oils. I think they're just absolutely wonderful. So you're going to learn about these oils and crystals and how you can use them to complement your, shall I call it, wellness routine as such. So before I start, I want to say, obviously, I'm not a doctor. I'm an essential oil coach, so I'm not here to diagnose, treat, or cure any of your illnesses. And this content is only for informational purposes. So in the comments, can you please write down who you are, perhaps who invited you, and one thing that you hope to learn by watching this tonight. You can just pop that in the comments. I will take a look after and I will respond to you, but I'd love to hear from you. Okay, let's get into it. So next slide. So since we are talking about essential oils in this class, what I want to point out is not all oils are created in the same way. They are not created, not all oils are created equal, because quality really matters. And the oils that I am going to be showing you today is the Young Living essential oils. I really, really love these oils. I've used many, many oils before. I have used oils since I was a teenager, but I had no idea about the difference in between oils and oils. No idea at all. I just loved the smell of them. And that was about it. I had no idea how powerful they could be. But there is a difference in between oils. And I really noticed that. I started noticing it when I started using this brand of essential oils. Just absolutely big difference. And I can tell you a few of the facts about that Young Living that sets them apart from the rest of the essential oils that are on the market, such as the plant material that is grown on corporate-owned farms or carefully vetted partner farms. And you can actually visit these farms, which is so cool. I've actually been to 2 of the farms. 2019, I had the opportunity to visit the farm in Utah, which was absolutely an amazing experience. And I've also visited a farm here in Australia, which was an incredible experience where we got to actually get out on the field and help out and weed and plant things. That was incredible. So that's what you can do with Young Living. They also practice sustainable farming and sourcing practices so they can provide that absolutely the purest oils. They also take great care to preserve and protect natural resources, which I think is so, so important as well. They actually hand weed the fields and they have 0 use of pesticides. And of course, if we use these oils on the body and we even actually put it in water to drink, obviously that's really, really important. Oils that retain all the natural constituents all of the fingerprint of the plant is in the oil. So they actually have therapeutic properties. And here in Australia, we've got something called wellness oils, and they have got a white label. So they've actually got, they've approved by the TGA, which is really, really amazing. So you can actually claim some, make some therapeutic claims because they've been approved. And that's the only company, essential oil company, that can do this. They use of food grade distillers with state-of-the-art design and distillation methods. And what they do is they distill at very low temperature and low pressure without the use of any solvents, any synthetic chemicals, which is obviously really, really important as well. They do rigorous testing on each batch by internal labs and third-party facilities. And oils that are carefully reviewed through each and every step of the production in order to meet or exceed industry safety and purity standards. And it actually goes beyond organic. And the best part is that if the oils doesn't meet these high standards, they are rejected and they won't be bottled as a Young Living product at all. So now you can sleep overnight knowing that you are actually getting the best if you're using the Young Living oils. So guys, you guys who are watching this, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you care about quality and safety of your products? Now, obviously, we talk about oils. So if you want to write that in the comment, I'd love to hear, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you care about the quality and safety of your products? Or have you perhaps not really thought about it? I can honestly say I hadn't for a very long time. And when I first started, it wasn't a question at all until I started doing a lot more research and started to realize there's a huge difference in between quality. All right. So a little bit about history, guys. For centuries, civilization have valued crystals for their beauty as well as for their special vibrational energies within each crystal. While there's no scientific data to support the use of crystals for healing, ancient cultures used them to facilitate healing for the body and the mind and the spirit. Societies throughout history including the ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, Greece, used crystals for their healing properties. This practice continued throughout the ages, although it lessened during the Renaissance when people believed the healing properties of crystals came either from good or bad angels. The use of crystals for healing re-emerged in the 1980s and continued to gain popularity as an energetic healing modality. In a modern age of science, however, it may be difficult to understand how a crystal can bring about any type of healing. And the answer can be found really in the vibrational energies that are found within the crystal and how they affect the energy field all around them, including the human energy field. So that's really cool, isn't it? I just love the history. That just tells us a lot. So guys, do you have any crystals? If so, what crystals have you got? You can write that in comment. Which crystals have you got? And if you haven't got any, what is holding you back from trying them? I've actually got my table here full of crystals. Next to me, I've got this beautiful, I don't know if you can see this beautiful cluster of, look at that, amethyst. I've got a really big one. One of the really beautiful crystals, really powerful. This is a celestite. Have a look there up in the corner. You can see the beautiful celestite. I've got clear quartz here. really amazing crystal. I have got pyrite. It's referred to as fool's gold as well. Oh, and here's another one that I've just, a recent one. This is blue Caribbean calcite. Absolutely love this. This is a beautiful tower here of blue Caribbean calcite. So have you got any crystals yourself? Now, I want to talk a little bit about frequency. Have you ever experienced the time when you kind of did not vibe with someone, or you got a bad feeling when you walked into a room about someone? You just felt it just wasn't quite right. You can pick up on that energy. I know most of you can. I'm certainly very super sensitive myself. Straight away, I pick up on energy of the person. And when this happens, basically what you are doing, you are sensing energy, and you are recognizing that someone else's energetic vibration isn't compatible with your own. You don't even have to be an energy expert to experience that. Hey, I know that most of you have experienced this at some point in time, because it happens to all of us. I am sure you have noticed that. But why? Why does this happen? Basically, because every cell in the body has the vibration of life, whether you are aware of it or not. Our vibrational energy is constantly changing, and it's based on our moods, our behaviors, our thoughts, even our own surroundings. So that can be based on a lot of different things. So this is why when you hang out with, for example, angry people, they bring you down, and happy people really lift you up. Have you ever noticed when you're around someone that's really, really happy, it is just completely different, or really calming energy that affects us too? Did you know that anger has a vibrational energy of 150 hertz? Whereas joy has a vibrational of 540 hertz. That's crazy, hey? So very different vibrational energy there. And if you don't really understand science, I'm not really that into science, I suggest you Google, or whatever, I shouldn't say, you search the internet for quantum physics, because that's really what it's all about. So if you don't have time for that, know that it's the most basic level. All matter is made out of vibrational strings of electricity, and it can be measured as a frequency. And when the cells are not healthy, they actually slow down and they have a lower vibration. And when our cells are healthy, we have a higher frequency. So what about crystals then? So crystals vibrate at different frequency depending on their size, their matter, their thickness, their color, because color is also light frequency, guys. Essential oils also vibrate at very different frequencies. And what we can do, we can take advantage of both oils and crystals frequency to bring our own frequency up or down to rebalance our body. So what I'm going to do, we're going to dive into crystals and oils for your own benefit. So are you excited about that? Are you excited about learning about oils and crystals? So you can comment below in the box. If you've got any questions throughout, just let me know, please. So first of all, how can we use crystals? Well, we can carry them, we can place them beside us, we can leave them under a pillowcase. Some women I know, they put a little tumble crystal in their bra and carry them around. You can place them next to the bed. You can put them on your office table and so on. So you can really put them anywhere. So there's so many. I'm always wearing jewelry. I've got my mala necklace here, and I've got bracelets as well. So that's a really nice way of using crystals as well. So there's many, many ways. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about how to clean crystals. So we call it cleansing. So your crystals will basically collect energy over time. So it's important to cleanse them so that they get into back to a neutral state. Because if a lot of people touch the crystals, you want to basically cleanse them. So we're going to talk about some different options of how you can cleanse your crystals. So let's have a look at it. First of all, we can use water to cleanse. If it's raining or you're near a natural water source, that's perfect. Let your crystals just be rinsed by the water. Add a small palm full of pink salt or Epsom salt in a bowl of water and let your crystals soak for a few hours. There are some crystals that you've got to be careful with because they can dissolve, such as this one here. This is selenite. So they're kind of porous and they can break down if you leave them that long in water. So you need to be careful with some. So if you want to learn more, let me know. So you can also actually use other stones to cleanse. And one of my favorite is actually to leave crystals next to selenite because that will actually help cleanse them overnight. And I've got another piece of selenite here. This is a chunk of selenite. It's kind of cut like that in half, and we call that a selenite plate. So what you can do is you can actually leave a crystal on top of that over the night, and that will cleanse the crystal. How amazing is that, eh? The other thing is you can also use essential oils to cleanse the crystals with. So what you can do is to make up a little spray bottle. My favorite is to add 20 drops of cedar wood to 50 to 60 grams or milligrams of water in a spray bottle. So yes, cedar wood is really great. I really like Palo Santo too. Is it Palo Santo? I've got to find the camera there. And another essential oil I really like is actually sage essential oil. Sage, I got to smell it because it just smells absolutely beautiful. If you haven't tried sage, guys, this is incredible. And of course, you can also use actually burnt sage. This is unused, burnt, dried herbal California sage. And that works really well. So you would take it apart and you would start lighting one of the twigs, and then you would use a feather and you would kind of make sure the smoke goes all around the crystals, and that will cleanse them as well. So there are a few different ways you can cleanse your crystals so they become neutral. And we're going to talk a little bit how we activate and how we charge the crystals. So once you have cleansed them, you can activate them and charge them to get the most out of their energy, basically. It's also helpful to change the intention using the crystal. Like essential oils, one crystal can have so many different uses. So we'll say I've got this. This is actually a palm stone. This is blue Caribbean calcite. And what I can do is hold it in my hand and set an intention for using it. So I can close my eyes and I can breathe deeply and think about the energy and the white light from the universe surrounding this crystal to set an intention. Okay, so I love doing that. I love feeling, just holding the crystals and really tuning into the energy of the crystals. I find it incredibly powerful, particularly in meditation. Just love, love, love doing that. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about grounding and recharging your crystals. So what you can do is you can also lay your crystals on the earth or a natural substance for about 4 hours. You can place them directly in sunlight, but don't leave in the sun for more than 4 hours. You can place your crystals in direct moonlight when it's full moon. A lot of you have heard about that, I'm sure. And you can, if you can't put them outside, place them in the windowsill and let them soak up the morning sun, and then remove them from the morning sun. So before I get in to talk about the beautiful amethyst, I just want to say how you can use crystal, obviously, is you can wear it. You can place it around you. I've got my mala here. I can show you a few. I make these malas. There's a story to malas, and I don't know if you can see clearly. This is actually a lepidolite, and it's a diffuser necklace. So I've got wooden beads here. I've got actually freshwater pearls here. They're a little bit pink. I've got lepidolite, white opal, and I also got some moonstone, which is really good for women as well. So this is my special necklace, and I love wearing. I always wear a lot of bracelets as well. I've got some other ones to show you here. Malas. This one's got a tassel. And this is actually, it's tiger's eye, and it's got some other crystals here. So that's a little bit different. That's another mala. And this one is actually some purple fluorite, which is a little bit different. And it's got lava beads, white opal, and so on. So these are lovely to wear. And of course, you can place it around your home as well. So let's get started with the first crystal, which is that we're going to delve into, and that's amethyst. I'm going to show you amethyst. I was about to pick up the rose quartz. Amethyst. Here we go. I showed you that before. It's purple, and it's a variety of quartz. This is a really protective, it's a really powerful protective stone. And its energy acts as a natural tranquilizer, is used to balance moods and relieve stress and irritability. And then I'd like to talk about some oils that really pair very well with amethyst. So if you've got a pen and paper, you can write it down. I really love, when I use it, I love using frankincense with it. That's a really nice, really grounding oil. Its ability to provide a sense of grounding pairs well with the soothing nature of amethyst. I've got clove here, very powerful oil. And clove, it's got the ability to create feelings of protection and are perfect when using amethyst for its protective energies. And clove and amethyst have the ability to calm and stimulate your mind, as well as stimulate your memory and motivation. And the third oil is that I really like to pair up with amethyst is cypress. And cypress helps ease the feelings of loss and really pairs well with amethyst's ability to alleviate sadness and grief, as well as dissolving negativity. So which oil do you think you would grab first to pair with amethyst? If you had amethyst, which oil do you think you would first grab to pair up with that oil and with that crystal? That's so beautiful. And most people know about amethyst. It's such a common crystal. I've got some tumbled here on the table as well. These are fairly big tumbled. Look at that. So they basically beat it in a, like a big tumble machine, like a washing machine that makes them smooth. And then you got raw crystals. For example, this one, this is not an amethyst, but this is a raw one. And then you got the clusters. So if you were to walk into a cave, you know, this you can see, can you imagine being in a big cave or a big geode that's just full of amethyst? Beautiful, eh? Now, I want to show you the next one, which is citrine. I've got another cluster here. This is citrine. This one is actually heat treated and become that citrine color. I'm going to show you the natural citrine color, which is actually looking like this. This is a powerful, powerful crystal. Here's a bit of citrine too. So it comes in a variety of white, yellow, and orange. And citrine's energy energizes every level of life. It is known to attract wealth, prosperity, success, bring out joy, wonder, delight, and enthusiasm, raise self-esteem and self-confidence, because it's really linked to the third chakra, our energy center, which is the solar plexus, stimulate the brain and strengthen the intellect, promote motivation, activate creativity, and encourage self-expression, and enhance concentration and revitalize the mind and balance emotions. So what I love, the oils I'm going to show you, which I love pairing up with that, is orange. Orange is a really happy oil. And orange got the ability to promote peace and bring happiness to the mind, body, and joy to the heart. So it's really perfectly paired with citrine's ability to promote happiness and pleasure. Then we've got clove. For this one, I really like as well. So clove has the ability to create feelings of protection, and make it a natural pairing with citrine, which is often used for protection and strength. So that is one I like to pair up as well. Then ginger is another one. Here's a little ginger oil. And this got the influence to influence the physical energy like sex, love, money, courage, and really makes it a good option to use with citrine to attract pleasure, confidence, and self-expression along with wealth, prosperity, and success. And then we have got another one here that I love using with citrine, and that is patchouli. Patchouli's influence on the sexual and physical energy to make this another oil that pairs perfectly with citrine. So which oil do you think you would like to pair with citrine? And as I said, this actually is referred to also this merchant stone. So because it's sort of known to attract wealth. So I remember when I had my crystal shop here on the Surf Coast in Victoria, I always had citrine on my table, and I often have that actually near my computer and the desk here. I love having the citrine. Actually, it's this always living on my desk here. So I love using that. It's a beautiful, beautiful crystal. Now I want to talk about rose quartz, and I'm sure you have seen this crystal. This is a fairly light crystal. I wish I could carry my big crystal. Maybe I should try, and you can see it's about 6 kilos. It's near my table. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can lift it up. Oh, goodness me, I'm going to use my legs. Here we go. I wonder if you can see. Oh, this is about 6 kilos. It's a beautiful, big. That goes underneath my treatment bed here. I might as well show you the other big piece I've got here underneath the table, because it's pretty stunning. This is a big piece of selenite. Check this out. This is actually really good to rebalance all the energy centers in the body. And therefore I have it underneath my table here, my treatment table. So there you go. Oh, that was a bit of a workout, actually. All right, so rose quartz is the stone of universal love and is also known to restore trust and harmony in relationships, encourage unconditional love, self-forgiveness and acceptance, invoking self-trust and self-worth, help comfort in times of grief, and dispel negativity and protect against environmental pollution, replacing it with loving vibes. And now I'm going to talk about the oils that I want to pair up, that I like, but they pairs really well with rose quartz. And I love these oils, are just incredible. So I'm going to start with the first one here, and that is ylang ylang. It's really hard for me not to smell the oils. I think I'm going to smell them as I talk about them. So this ylang ylang has the ability to bring back feelings of self-love, confidence, and joy, along with its ability to influence sexual energy and enhance relationships, make it a natural fit for rose quartz. And then most of you have heard of lavender, beautiful lavender. Lavender is influence, the aromatic influence of health, love, and peace, and perfectly pairs perfectly with rose quartz. And absolutely stunning oil. I've got to smell this one. This is jasmine. It's so, so beautiful. It's very, very incredible high frequency in that jasmine. It has the ability to promote powerful, inspirational relationships, make it a perfect pair for rose quartz. And then, guys, rose. Oh, I got to open this one. Oh, look at those roses in the picture there. Aren't they just beautiful? Did you know this 5 ml bottle contains about just under 10 kilos of rose petals? It's got the ability to create a sense of well-being, and the fragrance that is almost really intoxicating and aphrodisiac. It really, really deepens partners' love and romance, and obviously it's really perfect to pair up with rose quartz. And I've got bergamot too. And you can use this to help open up the heart chakra, radiating love and energy. And that's obviously really perfect for pairing up with rose quartz. So which oil do you think you would love to pair up with rose quartz? You can let me know. You can comment in the comment box. And then I'm going to go on to the next crystal, which is tiger's eye. I've got a little tiger's eye here. See if you can see, it's sort of banded. There's different tiger's eye. This is the yellow tiger's eye. I have also got blue and red tiger's eye, but this is the most common one. And it's a variety of chalcedony. So it's dark in nature with a kind of a brown, darker brown. It's known as the shape shifter. This is a stone of courage, motivation, and protection, and will help you be successful in everything you do. It is known for bringing good luck to the wearer. So hence why you want to wear one of these beautiful malas. I think I showed you this before. Can you see all the different colors of the tiger's eye, the brownish and goldish one there? Promote mental clarity, assisting one to resolve problems, helping to eliminate fear and anxiety, balance yin and yang, energize their emotional body, stabilizing mood swings, and promote willpower, purpose, and courage, and releasing tension. So here are some of the oils that I like or that I chose to pair up with Tiger's Eye. First, I've got fennel. And fennel smells kind of like licorice. It's got the ability to influence and increase longevity and courage and make it really a good complement to the energy of the Tiger's Eye. Then we have got ginger, this ginger oil here. And ginger has the ability to influence money and courage. So it works really well with Tiger's Eye ability to bring good luck and inspire courage. Then we got bergamot that I really like pairing up with Tiger's Eye. Bergamot has the ability to relieve occasional tension and make it a great option when using Tiger's Eye for eliminating fear and occasional anxiety. And then I've got orange that I love pairing up with Tiger's Eye as well, because that's got the ability to stimulate energy and joy, which also pairs really well with Tiger's Eye. So what oil would you grab to first pair with Tiger's Eye? And now I'm going to show you a really, really beautiful crystal here that I've actually had for a very long time, and I've got a big piece of it. This is my big, beautiful, this is actually a really quite pricey crystal. This one would be probably, you know, I would say $200-300 worth, this crystal here. It's a banded agate variety of chalcedony and a mineral of the quartz family. So it's got light blue, sort of striped with brighter blues, white, and even sometimes a little bit of brown, as you can see there. You see there's a little bit of brownish color in there. So this is very calming, very cooling, and it gives us a sense of peace and tranquility. That is what this is really, really, yeah, very, very calming. It's a powerful throat healer. So it's linked to the throat chakra. So it's assisting with verbal expression of thoughts and feelings that you are able to speak your truth. So it's a great nurturer. It's a supportive stone. It neutralizes anger and melts away fear and anxiety. And saying that, I need a little bit to drink before I continue, because I could just feel something in my throat just as I'm talking about the throat chakra there. I've got some beautiful green tea here. So oils that pair well with this beautiful blue lace agate. And again, it's one of my favorite ones, and it really reminds me about home. So I have to have a smell. Oh, I'm in heaven. This is so beautiful. Guess which one it is? Northern Lights Black Spruce. It has the ability to release emotional blocks and bring the feeling of balance and grounding. So it's really, really perfect to use with blue lace agate. Oh, I tell you, that it must be like my top 3 oils here. What else have I got? I've got vetiver. I've got to have a little smell of the vetiver too. Beautiful, very, very strong. Here we go. Blue kind of, blue, what am I saying? Brown label there. This is known as the oil of tranquility in India, and it's very grounding, very stabilizing. It's used to create an uplifting, focused environment. So it would be, yeah, really, really powerful with pairing it up with blue lace agate. I have got basil, and basil, this oil complements the energy of blue lace agate, as both are encourages gentle and loving communication. And when charging your blue lace agate, consider using, this could be very beneficial to use with blue lace agate. I was going to say spearmint is the next one, and that really complements the energy of blue lace agate, as both are used to encourage gentle and loving communication. So spearmint is good as well. And then we've got lavender as well. Lavender is here. And that is obviously really calming, relaxing, and it balances both the physical and emotional energies and makes this oil a great complement to blue lace agate. So I'll show you that beautiful, beautiful blue lace agate that I got from a friend a few years ago. Really, really love this one. So, yeah, it's just beautiful. All right. I want to show you a few more things of how you can use crystals and oils. Have a look at this. Can you see me holding there? This is a roller bottle, and it's filled up with amethyst crystals. And what I do with one of those, I put essential oil, whatever I want. We'll say in one of these bottles, maybe 20 drops or so. And then I fill it up with a Young Living V6 oil or fractionated coconut oil. So then you got the vibration of the crystals and the vibration of the oils, which is really, really wonderful. So that's one way of using it. As I've showed you, necklaces. So I've got many different sort of pendants and things that I'm using. And I'm sitting, I wish you could see, I'm sitting amongst all my crystals. They're just everywhere here. Beautiful, beautiful crystals. I've actually got a selenite sword too. Where's my selenite sword? Some of you might have seen a picture of me holding the sword. Have you seen that picture? That's the Wellness Viking warrior with the selenite sword. If you haven't seen that, I can show you that, but I was playing around a little bit with my crystals, and I became the Viking wellness warrior when I was holding my selenite with kind of a symbolism to cutting through and getting rid of negative energy. All right, we are soon going to finish off here. And I just want to say, some of you might wonder, where do I get all my crystals from? Well, I source a lot of crystals from different places. I do help people get really nice crystals. I always choose and handpick crystals, and I've actually got an online store that you can visit. At the moment, I'm just adding more and more onto that online store. So if you go to my website, I can post that underneath here. And once you get to the shop part, which is an external link to a shop, click on the shop at the top, and then you'll see a whole lot of categories. And there is a lot of tumble crystals. There's the clusters. There's a whole lot of stuff. There's sage. There's also roller bottles and stuff like that. Or you can contact me if you want to get hold of that for sure. But I also want to talk about Young Living. If you guys want to get hold of some of these absolutely amazing vibrational oils, who wants to pay full price when you can get the same thing at discount? So basically, Young Living's got several options to help you get started, so you can get the best deal. So I always help people. I helped one lovely young mum today to get her oils because she really want to care for her kids. She's got 3 young kids and want to make sure that they are not exposed to any toxic stuff. As you know, that is not good for our bodies at all. And now, particularly in this energy we need to really pay attention to keep our vibrations high, because that is going to keep us above the whole wellness line. So, crystals and oils can really transform your wellness. So let me know if you need any help. I've got something really, really exciting coming up too, which is very soon launch. You guys that really want to know more about crystals, you want to know how, you want to learn about the chakras, you want to go through a journey through the chakras and learn how you can balance out the energy centers in the body. I'm sure most of you have heard about the 7 chakras. And what I do is I've got a course where you can learn about how to, first of all, what do the different chakras do? And how are you when they're not balanced? How are they when they are, either overactive or underactive? What sort of thoughts have you got? So I go into the mindset side of things as well, and you learn a whole lot about crystals. And I'll work through the chakras, and there's a lot to it. So this course is called Crystals, Essential Oil and Mindfulness. And if you're interested, just send me a message. Let me know if you are keen to find out more. You can just post underneath this video. And if you want anyone else to see this video, let me know. They can obviously come into this group. You can invite them into Transform Your Wellness, and they can just listen to the recording. But I also got a platform which I am launching to everyone soon, and that's all about learning about oils and the journey you can get started with incorporating that into your life. So what I'd like to do is to thank you, of course. I've nearly been going now for 50 minutes. I hope you have found this information useful as you continue to learn about the amazing properties of crystals and oils, and experimenting with pairing them up. And I'd love to hear which crystal that you have found yourself really drawn towards during the time you've had with me here. Which crystal were you drawn towards? Actually, I'll show you one more crystal. I've got this on the desk. This is malachite, linked to the heart chakra. Really beautiful. This is a big crystal. This is actually, to give you an idea, just this size of malachite, it is worth 125 Australian dollars. They all vary in price, oils, such as crystals, like rose quartz, really more, cheaper. Amethyst, there's a lot of it, but some of it, like blue lace agate, really hard to get hold of. And they actually said, someone told me that they stopped taking, or they're running out basically of blue lace agate. So that's going to increase in value a lot. And the oils are obviously very different too, depending on what sort of plant they're from, how much matter. Like, as I said to you, rose is just under 10 kilos of rose petals. You can imagine that. And then it's a specific rose as well. So that's actually the highest priced essential oil you can get. So they're not all the same. And I hope you understand it's really all about vibration. So I'd like you to thank you for joining me today. It's been great to have you here. Let me know if you need any hand, and I'm really excited to share my new course coming up with you as well, the Crystals, Essential Oil and Mindfulness. Have a wonderful evening, morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you soon again.